Picture a theater stripped of everything. There are no painted backdrops, no bright spotlights, and no scenery. There is only a single performer standing in the quiet, holding a paper script. Then, a voice cuts through the silence. Instantly, the empty space disappears, replaced in the minds of the audience by dense, shadowy forests, sprawling palaces, or intense battlefield standoffs. This is rehearsed reading, a distinct form of theater that entirely abandons physical action and relies strictly on the spoken word to carry a narrative. You won't find the heavy makeup, the glittering jewelry, or the elaborate traditional costumes that normally guide our eyes and tell us exactly who is standing on stage. Taking away those visual cues removes our normal distractions. It forces both the actor and the listener to lean in, listen closely, and trust the raw, unfiltered power of human imagination. But that presents an immediate problem. How do you keep a room full of people completely captivated when your only tools are a piece of paper and your own vocal cords? You have to dig deep into the text. Before speaking a single line aloud, actors must aggressively decode the script to find the complex psychological motivations and hidden emotions driving the dialogue. This constant focus on the written word demands precise communication. Because the voice carries the entire weight of the story, performers must prioritize pronunciation and clarity, building a foundation of vocal control that stays with them off the stage. The process functions as a rigorous, standalone training ground, where performers master personal expression through disciplined vocal technique. Look at the human voice as an instrument with 3 dials. Volume signals intent, loud for authority, soft for secrecy. Pitch shifts high for excitement, or low for strength. And speed sets rhythm, rapid for panic, or slow for suspense. When you combine these 3 dials, you get intonation, the subtle art of emphasis. Take a simple sentence like, "I didn't go to school today." If you emphasize I, you imply someone else went. If you emphasize school, you hint that you went somewhere else entirely. The words are identical, but the intention completely flips. By actively mastering these 3 dials and precise intonation, an actor can purposefully engineer specific emotional reactions in the listener's mind. This science of vocal expression is an ancient artistic tradition, debated and refined over thousands of years. The ancient Indian treatise on performance, the Natya Shastra, mapped this out in detail, outlining Vachika Abhinaya, the art of expressing emotion through speech. Those centuries-old principles are exactly what a student applies today when they modulate their breath to play a terrified traveler or brighten their tone to become a joyful child. Pulling this off requires grueling, behind-the-scenes preparation. Actors drill with difficult tongue twisters for hours to force flawless diction and sharp articulation out of their vocal cords. But the most critical part of this practice actually happens in silence. It requires intense, active listening to your scene partners, reacting naturally so the environment feels alive. A successful reading is a highly calibrated exchange of vocal energy between prepared partners, rooted in centuries of artistic science. When the scripts are finally put away, the performance ends, but the mechanics learned along the way are permanent. That technical mastery over volume, pitch, and speed translates directly into commanding a boardroom, leading a meeting, or delivering a confident classroom presentation. The psychological exercise of crawling inside a character's head forces students to constantly consider different perspectives, building a profound sense of everyday empathy. And that intense, active listening practiced with their scene partners turns them into far stronger, more collaborative team members in their future careers and relationships. Which brings us back to that empty, quiet room. It isn't a terrifying void anymore. It's a blank canvas, and the speaker lowering the paper is in total control. Long before the stage lights turn on or the applause begins, theater starts with the voice. Refining that voice provides a permanent set of tools for storytelling and persuasion, skills that remain effective long after the script is set aside.